everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for tuning in for a quick video today. Now that we are through the top 100 cards countdown, I need to tackle some of this incredible mail and some of these gifts and packages that wonderful collectors and YouTubers have sent my way. And we're going to start with one from my friend John Burgess, the autograph fisherman up in Canada. Have this Flames card up in the background for him, this buyback. I know he's a fan of ice hockey, baseball, many other sports, has a great channel over there, and has been working his way towards the 4,000 watch hours a month that are required to get monetized. So if you'd like to support John in that endeavor, or if you just want to see some really cool card content, I would highly recommend heading over to the autograph fisherman, John Burgess. I will leave a link in the description. John and I have been following each other's channels since the very early days that we were both on YouTube, and he sent me a care package maybe a month or two ago now. I'm very behind on my mail. I'm not going to show the whole thing because of address info that could appear, but there is a note here you can see in the lower left that says open on camera, no peeking off camera, LOL. So John, let's do it here. It's been a long time waiting to get into this, and I apologize for the delay. It is certainly not a sign of how I feel or my excitement level about the package. And wow, it looks like we have 4 different envelopes here and a really nice handwritten note. Let's start with the note. Hopefully it's okay to read this on camera. Hi Shane, aka Shoebox Legends, John Burgess, autograph fisherman here, and I have a little something for you. It is barely anything, but you have been so kind. You were the first YouTube channel to give me a rack. Awesome. We have been following each other for a very long time now, as I mentioned during the intro, close to the beginning. So this is just a little something. 2 small rules to this rack. Number 1, you must open on camera, which I'm doing now. No peeking. And number 2, there is an order to open in. Okay cards, and they slowly get better in my mind. Okay, so I need to open these 4 envelopes in a particular order, every next envelope. Joking aside, thanks again. Take care. John Burgess, autograph fisherman. P.S. Give Leo a pet for me, please. I will certainly do that. John is one of Leo's many fans, and thank you for the handwritten note. I will keep that along with my other YouTube notes and cards from over the years. And it looks like we have open first. We've got an open second. So these are very well organized. Open third. And then we have an open last. So let's, as directed by John, let's go with the open first and see what we have here. John has an incredible channel if you've not checked it out. Does a ton of TTMs. He has maybe the best TTM autograph collection that I'm aware of. And we've got, looks like a mix of hockey and baseball here. I can tell from the first 2 cards. Check this one out from this early pro set release. Is this Marcel Dion? Oh no, Rod Gilbert for the Rangers. Great player, Hall of Famer. And this is a French version of his 91 pro set throwback. We got Brian Bellows' first Bowman card here. John knows I'm a Red Sox fan. That's awesome. How about Ab McDonald, the Best of the Blues McDonald set? I have never heard of this release. I've been collecting hockey cards for collectively, almost 30 years now, over 25 anyway, between my time as a kid, my time as an adult, and I had no idea that this McDonald's Best of the Blues set existed. So we got Cujo there alongside Ad McDonald, and these even have full upper deck backs with a different photo on them. And look at the McDonald's hologram here. How fun is that? John, we're like 3 cards in or 4 cards in here, and you've already impressed me here with a set that I've never heard of. This looks like is that Conan the Barbarian here? Yeah, Chromium Conan. Another set I've never heard of. John knows I like randomness, and I have the focus of a shotgun here in the hobby, so can't complain about Chromium Conan cards. Had never heard of those either. Here's one of my favorite early 90s hockey cards. Mario Lemieux hoisting the Stanley Cup on this pro set release. I love that. We got a Sign of the Times, Ronald Peterson from Upper Deck Choice. Whoops. Here's a Stefan Richer from these O-Pee-Chee mini releases that were popular in the late 80s. And then John knows I am a Hartford Whalers fan, diehard through and through. We got a Whalers team card from 91 O-Pee-Chee. Carlos Quintana. We got a Red Sox sticker here. Remember those from Fleer packs back in the day. With some more Whalers here. Bob Crawford, the team logo. And I'll compare all these against my vast Whalers collection. There's the 89 O-Pee-Chee team card. We got a Nathan MacKinnon here who's got the Avalanche in the playoffs and had a great first game against the Stars. I think a 3-point effort. So we'll see how far he can make it this year. And then these are some ultimate cards featuring ultimate team players from the past. Johnny Bauer, Henri Richard, Bobby Hull, somebody that I've been actually thinking quite a bit about recently with respect to the hobby, and I have a few Hull cards on the radar. Boom Boom Geoffrion. We got Red Kelly. These are a lot of the best players from the 50s and 60s there. Rick Tocchet on this scoring leader insert. We got a Bobby Baun card relating to his heroism. Take a look at the back there. He brings the cup to, or victory to Toronto. And then here's another Bobby Hull labeled as the Golden Jet, his nickname right across the bottom there. How cool is that? I think that's Lauren Worsley in net. Another Bobby Hull, the Golden Jet. So this must be like a nickname subset. The Terrible Tempered Ted Lindsay. There's an older Bobby Hull, like a throwback. And an older Boom Boom Geoffrion. Just so much awesome randomness here, John. Ted Lindsay. And look at the mask there. I think that's Jacques Plante, if I'm not mistaken. Enrique Hernandez doing his best Spider-Man impression on this Topps Gold from 2022. Norm Ullman, I recognize his signature. Look at that mustache. And we've got a John Cullen franchise, a Dean Evison, and a Bill Gadsby. So, man, talk about a first batch there of both baseball and hockey. John's starting off strong. And as instructed, we're going to go into the open second envelope. And John, thank you so much for doing this. You never need to send me anything, but I really appreciate you taking the time to set these cards aside, think of me, and make a trip to the post office and pay the exorbitant postage that it takes to send a package from Canada to the US these days. Here's a number 99 Wayne Gretzky subset card from 91 Upper Deck. We got the Jack Adams Award presented to the league's top coach every year. How about this Jim Peck, one of my favorite photos on a Topps or O-Pee-Chee card, hoisting the cup. Same celebration as the Mario Lemieux that we saw in the first package. And then another cup celebration card here, Mark Messier, from the one that he won after Wayne Gretzky had left the Oilers. And here is a Mario Lemieux hologram. This is killer. I've talked about these before. This is a technology that I wish trading card companies would bring back here in the 21st century. I love the hologram. These were a big part of my collecting youth, and that is a great Conn Smythe Trophy winner, Mario Lemieux. So a definite Stanley Cup theme in the set here. We got a Jason Witten holding the trophy there for Man of the Year. So we have a trophy theme, it looks like, overall. Here's a Pat Kane Cup winners with the Blackhawks. Duncan Keith also with the Blackhawks. These are cool. I think these might be from the Tim Hortons. Yeah, Tim Hortons hockey release that is given away at Tim Hortons franchise locations up in Canada. How about Patrice Bergeron? I recognize that one. The 2011 Stanley Cup. A lot of great memories. That's the only time in my lifetime that my local team has won the Stanley Cup. So I really, really have a lot of fond memories of that. Drew Doughty. Big Z, Zdeno Chara from that same Stanley Cup as the Bergeron. And then Jordan Binnington. Shout out to my Blues fans out there. It's another Nathan MacKinnon, and this is a Heart Attack, which is a pretty cool Hart Trophy-based insert set out of MVP. Love the shine on that. More trophy goodness. We got the Jennings Trophy, which was given to the winningest goaltender duo from any team, in this case for the Boston Bruins. Some more Gretzky here, the Lady Bing, the Art Ross. We got Ed Belfour winning the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year. How about Brian Bedard? That's pretty cool. Michael Pekka. Guy was fast as hell during the NHL video games in the 90s. Dominik Hasek, time when he was just killing it, winning MVPs and Vezinas. Got Trevor Linden here with his glasses, looking very sophisticated. And then Brian Leetch, one of the best U.S.-born defensemen in hockey history. And then Tony Granato from finishing out the little run of Pacific Dynagon trophy cards there. So, John, a lot of thought went into this. There's a Lindros with maybe the Hobie Baker Award from college. I could be wrong about that. Probably am. Selke Trophy winner, Doug Gilmour. Sergei Makarov, who won the Calder Trophy for Rookie of the Year at like age 27 or something like that after coming over here from Russia. And I think the NHL changed the eligibility requirements for Rookie of the Year based on Makarov. And he is now in the Hall of Fame. And like the Mike Vernon that we had up in the background, a Flames player back in the day. So someone who I'm sure John is a big fan of. And then check out this Moment Gretzky card here with the cup as well. I have a whole Wayne Gretzky Z folio that those will fit nicely into. Dirk Graham with the Selke Award. And then one of my all-time favorites, Chris Chelios with the Norris Trophy. He played into his late 40s in the NHL, so I love him as a player for that reason. Almost done here. We've got an open third up next. So thoughtful of you, John. And let's see what is in the third envelope here. John, a great job packaging these up and sending them all the way from Canada. And check these out. We got some Flames players here on these little tiny post cards that would come in cereal boxes, I believe. Some Red Wings as well. So we got Greg Smith, Willie Huber, Danny Gare, Mike Blaisdell, and maybe mispronouncing some of these. So let's set those aside and look at some of the minis here. Greg Jolie, Derek Smith, Bob Sov, and look at the helmet on that. Funny Red Wings card there. John Ogrodnik, really underrated, sneaky underrated player. Walt McKechnie, and then we close out the postcards with a Mark Osborne. That's pretty neat. And then we got Rafi Devers on Allen and Ginter Mini, 2 versions of it. He's gotten off to a notoriously slow start here in 2025, but I am confident that he'll turn it around. He seems to every year. And then check this one out. Look at this Byron Buxton with a really ornate border there from Allen and Ginter. So that is cool. It's kind of shining here in the light. I have a couple Twins fans that I'm close friends with, and I may send this off to one of them because that is a killer card. Got another Devers. And then check this out. Parkhurst Parkey reprint. This would have been like a mid-50s card originally. And then how about a die cut Willie Mays with some shine on it? John, you know what I like. In fact, let's put Willie Mays up in the background there. Great Willie Mays card. We'll let that one catch a little bit of light. Babe Ruth, that famous post swing. His first All-Star game. This one is a tribute to. And then here's a really cool card out of Stature. Century Momentous, Bobby Orr. Holding here the Norris Trophy and the Hart Trophy. Winning both as the best defender and the MVP of the league. In fact, we'll put this Bobby Orr up as well. That is too cool of a card not to get up in the background here. Love that one, John. And then we've got a couple more here to close out the third envelope. Another Nathan McKinnon, somebody who I really am into lately, and this is not one that I have. And John, you've done a great job here rounding out my McKinnon collection. Check out another hologram here of Luc Robitaille. Great player for the Kings and somebody who's enshrined in the Hall of Fame as well. And then this is a triple play temporary tattoos Grand Slam. So maybe I did get a nice note from CW Cardwolf recently joking about my tattoos, my hobby-related tattoos. So maybe I'll have to put these on for a video at some point. John, I don't know if you included that because of CW's comments, but that's pretty hilarious. And then finally, thank you for your patience, everybody. John sent so many awesome cards that it's taken me a little bit to get through this. Let's see what is in the open last envelope. All right. And we have here, let's see if there's a particular direction I'm supposed to open these in. I think it's this way. Looks like this is just a little protectant cover that John put in there. We've got a Pro Set all-time team card, NHL all-time team from 92. I don't think I'd ever seen that before. And a classic best checklist. Here's another Stadium Club info card. So it looks like John provided some padding here for the open last. And then we got a checklist from 86 Topps Baseball, Spring Fever Baseball, tons of these promotions and checklists from back in the day. Ultimate, John having a good laugh with me here as I go through all these. More checklists, more propaganda cards, as Cardwolf would call them. Cincinnati Bengals, Tony Bennett, Skybox Team MVP. We got more checklists and more checklists. John, you are a riot, and you crack me up, my friend. So open last, an entire package of checklists and giveaway cards. You got me with that one, John. But this one, despite your best efforts, is actually really funny to me and takes me right down memory lane because I was a member of the Pro Set Rink Rat fan club back in the day. This was very similar to like Top Stadium Club, but on the hockey front and done for Pro Set. And I just absolutely loved being a member of that. I have like a felt pennant. They did a couple of these Rink Rat cards, which are actually pretty difficult to come by. But I didn't have one of these throw-in propaganda cards, and I am actually going to top load this and keep it with my other Rink Rat material from when me and my brothers were members of that club back in the day. So John, whether it was checklists, thoughtful hockey cards, Red Sox and other baseball, just an amazing, thoughtful care package. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you taking the time and the effort to send all of these incredible cards my way from the wonderful country of Canada, the Great White North. John, I will try to hit you back with something soon, but I really do appreciate it. And once again, to everybody watching, please go check out John Burgess, the Autograph Fisherman, at the link below. Show him a little bit of community love and support. He is a wonderful individual, as I've known for years, and as you can see here. And to everybody else, thank you for tuning in for this one. I'll be back soon, as you know. And until then, enjoy the hobby. Take care.